Yo, what's cracking? This Ghetto means we'll proceed to give you what you need. So, like, basically, I'm here to talk about Vegeta new form in this granola arc. I'm low key kind of like jumping into reviews. I was like planning on doing like future content wise, but I kind of want to talk about this one right now, real quick. Mainly, I want to state a prediction and see if I'll be right about it in the future. What do I really have to say about his new form before it even did anything, you may ask? It's a couple things I kind of want to just say my opinion on and talk about. One being that for whatever reason, Toei, Toriyama, and Toyotaru been on a Super Saiyan 3 fetish for this past month. I don't know if y'all know this, but they definitely have. Let me break that down a little more. I guess I should start off by starting with the most simplest one being Super Saiyan 3 most unique way of just being known that you're using that form. No eyebrows. That being said, I don't really understand what the fuck this form is. I mean, I clearly get that it's God Ki or God Destruction, whatever you want to call it, mixed with, I don't know, Vegeta's Saiyan Instinct. But where the fuck does that combine one and one to make two? But anyways, I'm starting to get a little sidetracked. I'm supposed to be talking about this form and the unique trace of it looking like Super Saiyan 3. Other than the eyebrows, there's not no other clear difference other than the hair growth. But I'm kind of wondering, is it because of the God Ki, so it just stopped that from being the full extent of a Super Saiyan 3 form? Actually, no, I can't say that, and this is why I can't say that, and also why I can say they still on the Super Saiyan 3 fetish this month. This ain't GT/Heroes Vegeta, so he ain't unlocked Super Saiyan 3, so maybe he just unlocked part of it using this form. Because Dragon Ball Heroes, I think they drop episodes like a couple days before the manga of Super, and they showed Super Saiyan 3 Rose Black, who has God Ki and didn't know more than Super Saiyan and Super. Then they just randomly gave Turles Super Saiyan 3 looking hair without actually being in Super Saiyan 3 form, and they clearly make the difference known because he is not in the Saiyan form. He is still in base using Cumber's aura, and he has his eyebrows. Don't get me wrong, this look cool as shit, but all I'm saying is, what is this? What? Same for Black. I get that he's stronger now because of the time breaker to where he can get Super Saiyan 3, but this theory was nothing but fan made before they got to this arc back when Black was debuted. Again, it genuinely could look cool as shit, I'm not gonna lie to you, and Black is probably one of the few things I actually like out of Super. But again, what is this shit? So clearly it ain't the God Ki that's stopping them. Maybe it's just Vegeta stopping him, aka the writers not giving Vegeta his true justice that he actually low-key deserves for being who he is. On top of that, we don't even know what the fuck the name of this form is. And since he stated that this is off of his Saiyan Instinct, does that mean that this is his version of Ultra Instinct in Vegeta form, since Ultra Instinct don't actually suit Vegeta? Because other than that, I'm not really understanding what the fuck any of this is anymore, and it's just annoying at this point, and dull and sickening and boring. Before y'all new age fanboys start talking shit about why I'm still watching something I don't like. And do you know why I still watch it despite feeling like that? It's because I'm a true Dragon Ball fan. I've been watching this since a kid, so of course I'ma still continue to watch it and keep up with the story, but that also don't mean I had to like it. I don't know what Toriyama did when he made Dragon Ball exist, but he clearly put some type of crack in it, because this shit is clearly addictive, even to the fans that don't like this shit. I don't know why, it's just like that. Despite it being Super fans, GT fans, whatever the fuck the case is, anything. But all it is now, since Super existed and so on, it's just form after form after form after form. No substance, no uniqueness, no time for it to build and just grow on us like all the other forms did, from Super Saiyan to Hell, Super Saiyan 4. Even Super Saiyan 3 didn't have too much of a real debut or a real introduction or showing, but it was the impact that it made that showed the level of power that just made it unique to when they do just show that form anytime it just come out. I can't even get on board on liking these forms because all they do is just shove new forms down without no actual showing of it. They show it once and that's pretty much it. They show it most of the time and still get the job failed. And then other than that, they just find some type of power plot just to move on with the story. But other than that, there's no actual creativity to these forms, no nothing. It's just all dry, bland substance. They basically just show shit one time just to say, hey, that was something. And then after that, it's just, they move on to the next thing, like who cares? Like, do y'all even remember Vegeta Blue Evolution? I'm sure y'all don't, because they only showed it once. And even then, ain't that supposed to be like Kaioken blue level? Like, what the fuck? They ain't show it after the Tournament of Power ever. This is kinda why I said I wanted to wait a little more before I jumped into this, because I wanted to A, get a little better with these videos, and B, I wanted to see how the whole arc went before I actually start talking about it. But where they stole this whole idea concept from was just the baby Vegeta arc. All they doing is recycling it by changing it up, switching the characters, and that's pretty much it. But with that being said, that's also why they have this, where this is basically the same shit as Vegeta's new form. Notice the eyebrows gone, notice his hair is pretty much the same exact way, except just instead of backwards it's forward. But other than that, he's basically baby Vegeta. But most likely I feel they may give Vegeta this win, hopefully, but I'm not really holding my breath as a Vegeta fan, because they never actually gave Vegeta the due justice that he deserves. And that ain't even just in Super, that's in everything from Z to Super, including GT, movies, all that shit, anything including Vegeta, because he doesn't have a single actual main villain win. And it's sad because he is one of the most beloved characters. I'm not a Vegeta fanboy, I'm a Vegeta fan, but not in the sense of he isn't even my favorite character. My favorite character is Kid Buu and Bardock being number 1 and number 2, and number 3 being Goku and Vegeta at the same time. But they don't give Vegeta the justice that he deserves. No matter what series it is, it's still always Goku's time, regardless, however y'all want to put it. And even if they do give Vegeta this win, so what at this point, because it's like this, how I look at it. None of the series did Vegeta any justice, but Super takes away his credit even more, to put him in a deeper hole of losing streaks on a main villain win, if that makes sense to y'all. But basically what I mean by that is, in Dragon Ball Heroes, they just gave Vegeta a capital win if it was Goku. He just beat a long-haired Turles and a Super Saiyan 3 Cumber
by himself, despite in the previous chapter getting his ass beat by Bojack and short-haired Turles with Goku in blue.
By himself with whatever crappy new random ass form this is. All that, and nobody said anything about it despite all these people watching Dragon Ball Heroes. Now imagine if Goku was in that same predicament and he did that, then imagine how all the fanboys would be eating that shit up from head to toe. And speaking of head to toe, let me bring it back to when the last arc happened, when Moro was here and Vegeta was about to have that capital win that he should have had, but they took it away and put it on Goku. Still found a way to steal the show, even if Vegeta helped. On top of that, Goku just randomly so happened to wake up out his coma after losing to a shadow clone. So it's already too early to even say that Vegeta is gonna have this whole win. But even if he do defeat Granola off of this part, so what? Because there'll still be more to talk about, because this manga is already too early to finish. And on top of that, Frieza ain't even been introduced in this arc yet, so they still gonna have more to really talk about before you can even say that Vegeta's gonna have the whole win and steal the show off of this one, which I still highly doubt. And don't think I'm just knocking Vegeta, because I'm not. But if you just think about it, think about how all of the injustice he got in Super, from Topo disrespecting him, to losing hit, to Goku stealing Frieza's win, to Black, shit, he got outshined by Trunks in what, Super Saiyan Rage. They don't give Vegeta the justice he deserves, and they just refuse to, and they never will. On top of that, as an original Z fan, we already know whatever the fuck this shit is still leading up to the end of Z. So it's still just whole chapter that really just make this irrelevant, to be honest, especially since they all have no actual writing or story in it anymore anyway. They don't even put passion or care in it, just colors and new forms for dollars. That's it. Other than that, this story is pretty much at the climax of it being as hype as it is, from what I can tell, but it's still too early really to say, and I just want to see how his form will really go. And I ain't knocking this new form, it don't really look interesting or cool to me or nothing like that, but whatever, I try to give everything a chance until I see what it do. So however this turn out is dependent on that, but I'm pretty sure since this ain't gonna be like the final thing to the story anyway, they might as well at least let this one go out with a bang of giving him justice to make this form at least memorable or likable. Because like I said, they done stole too many times from Vegeta. So hopefully this one will do something, because they can at least keep it the way Super Saiyan 3 is, where it's prestige enough, where it's, if the form is used, then you know it's just something about it that's likable if this go out with a win. But if it just go out with another lose, it'd be no difference from everything after Battle of the Gods, from red to blue to Kaioken Blue Evolution. Oh, I guess that one got a win, but still shit, like I said, it's so non-memorable. Who the fuck cares at this point? On top of that, that was outstaged by Goku and Jiren, so excuse me for forgetting, but that's what I'm saying. Just hopefully this one go out with a win at least. So before I state my little ending to this, I would like to state for the record that Mr. Pringles, who was a God of Destruction candidate, did use his God of Destruction form and used her Kai. So how he uses this may or may not impact how Vegeta used his, but I guess that's all in the future to stay and see. But I will state that Topo did use a Hakai of destruction bigger than any other God of Destruction displayed. I lost to Vegeta, who was weaker at the time, but now for whatever reason is using the same form he defeated. That was all I really had to say about this new form though, so let's just see how it go. By the time this chapter over, I'll probably just talk about the whole thing that I noticed or didn't notice, or you know, just stuff like that. Give my feedback, and then I just come up with some more videos. So to the end, peace.